Hello guys, just a quick one before I get into the video more. I've started streaming on Twitch. I'll leave a description down below. But yeah, let's try and get into this video then, I guess.
Thanks, y'all. Don't fall in the ring. No,
So just fall in, yeah,
just
perfect, yeah, Boga.
Yeah, stay within the grass.
Want to say?
Yeah, just take a step forward, man, just so it's spacing. Yeah, there we go. So the double files in the middle. Lovely. Alright, we're all good here, Big Chief.
I feel like the back lines are a bit.
Yeah, guys.
Come in and probably
Not
get a
quite
bit to your
on.
left.
It's not gonna be perfect.
Running out of room here.
Yeah, you guys need to shuffle there.
How are you as well?
There are
Well,
no
guys,
lines,
that's
man.
Number five, Nick will
Unfamiliar.
shuffle right. So everyone take a couple of shuffles to your right, make some room.
Move right, move right.
Johnson, take a couple more steps to your right, in line with Cromwell.
Yes.
Yeah, that goes right on Marcus, you're good. Everyone else, just
Yeah,
follow their lead.
Space down.
Remember who you were in front of, stay behind.
Parachute bearer.
We're
Too
on a
tight
slant.
there.
We're on a slant, we're on a slant.
But now
Everyone needs to be in line with Standish, like
Oh, God.
Cromwell and Johnson.
When you move your fucking mouth
Oh, should you be having
and
the
your upper lip
RNC?
moves,
Just grab
the
the
mustache
RNC.
don't move.
But why is it like a big ass
He's
guy?
moving a little bit to the right.
So
No, but it just looks odd
Gibbs,
because
you might want to just like shimmy just slightly left.
Spacing's a bit weird.
yeah, the spacing needs
Yeah, there we
fixing.
go.
You move to the right.
Sharp, shuffle up to Harris a bit, and then
There you
Boga, you need to be on line with Sharp.
Guard yourselves, yeah. Yeah. That's
You
fine.
need to be on the same line as Sharp.
I'm trying to make sure
There,
we
you
don't
need
have,
to take a
two
step
random
forward.
things sticking out of it.
Everyone
Yeah,
on the
so-
left-hand rank.
So just shuffle
Yeah.
right there.
Forward a bit more,
Yeah,
forward a bit more.
left-hand column, file.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool. And then
Right,
you
can
two
you come round
level
to
with the
back of
person
floor?
in your row.
Our
So
third line is not level with
Men
our
in.
third line.
yeah, the second line
Yeah,
needs
just
to take a
relax the
step
end, yeah.
forward because you've got a big space.
Kirov, you need to get your parachute.
Finish.
Yeah.
Let me stand here.
Right there.
A little bit here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go back to
Carry on.
your
Carry on.
You guys take one
No, you're
step
good.
forward at
Finish.
the back.
Finish. You're good.
Finch.
Alright, Jansen, Cromwell,
coming.
just behind Stanish. You're good.
And then
Behind Marshall.
Potter, can you take one step
Oh,
to
that's
your
fine
right,
there.
just
And then-
slightly on a
Yeah,
slant?
no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then Kirov will go next, yeah. And then that'll be Phillips can take off.
I'd say we're good now. This is as good as we're gonna get without lines.
Yeah, this is fine, man.
Yes.
No, please don't.
You watch more than two people come and join us now and fuck the whole thing up.
Don't know my geometry without the lines, man. Awesome.
Yep, so you just go
It's okay, man, and you're an intelligent man. Even though your name's Bob. I brought my Kodak camera.
Likewise.
Okay.
Anybody else here? Historian?
Oh. I'm still figuring out which beach the Dutch
Who are we
landed,
missing here? Why are we
because I cannot find
who's
it.
missing here?
Wouldn't have been Princess Irene Brigade?
Yeah, the Princess
Yeah.
Irene Brigade. But I don't know which beach, or if they ever landed on the beach.
The one that I
land with
saw
the
said they arrived in August, so a bit late.
Yeah.
Right there.
Who knows?
Right there. Yeah, please. Take a step forward. Take a step forward.
Well, they were active in May, so.
For God save the Queen.
I remember they were on D-Day.
Am I good to come to the front? Okay.
Sorry?
Oh, the squadron.
Pressure at all, huh? We good to start?
I want to raise the volume a bit.
Did you hear me when I said that?
Yes, no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I didn't.
Really on you.
Okay. Alright, thank you all for being here. Obviously, we are here on this Day of Days. Some, 70 plus years later, we're here to sort of memorialize the actions that were taken upon the 6th of June 1944 when thousands of members of the Allied Expeditionary Force crossed over the British Channel and invaded the Normandy area of France and subsequently took it, leading to the defeat of Germany later in 1945. Obviously, this operation was an immense scale, and it contained members of multiple nations varying across different countries, including small nations that are long forgotten, across the beaches of Omaha, Gold, Juneau, and Sword, as well as Utah. Obviously, something that's not taken into account is the remembrance also for the lives of many Germans who have lost their life on this day. The Germans obviously were there as an invading force. However, most of the people there were not bad people as well. They were also just, some of these guys were there starving to death because the supply lines of the Germans weren't that sufficient. But I'm not here obviously to talk about the Germans here. I'm here to talk about the sort of Allied and the French and also the Germans as a whole. So I want to sort of make this speech here. I know that the members of the Beaches gave their life taking the beaches and securing the French liberation of the Normandy and France as a whole. We also know that some time later there was a following D-Day in the southern France that relieved the southern France areas. Members of the airborne forces in Operation Tonga, in Mission Albany and Mission Boston obviously also gave immense sacrifice to securing the land in France and the liberation of the French people. We're just going to take the time, a moment of silence for all forces, both Canadian, Moroccan, French, British, American, German, all nations, no matter who they are or who they serve with, on this great day. We're here to signify and commemorate their memory and their sacrifice. I'm just going to take a moment of silence now. Okay, thank you all for your silence. Now, just before I finish up, I want to sort of talk to you guys a sort of significance here. We are, playing a video game. We're here as a sort of online community, getting together across the many different nations, just like during the war, all the armies coming together to sort of form a unified front against the Nazi tyranny. Now, obviously here today, in the video game, we try to pay our respects by doing things as much as historically accurate as possible. That's the way we pay respect. A large percentage of us who we count ourselves amongst the reenactment community, even though we're an online presence, we still represent that, and we still present to the public a sort of history lesson for all to learn and become more knowledgeable about World War II and the people that served in it. So I want to thank you guys for coming along and making this community so great, especially with the more recent changes, the inclusion of a new platoon, and the amount of people that have dedicated their time and their lives to this community. We owe you a great service, just as we owe the many that sacrificed their service and their lives on D-Day on the 6th of June 1944. So thank you guys. Alright, that is all. Thank you.
Kaiser, if you will, please.
This whole situation of us being this size is obviously brand new to everyone.
Can you speak up, please?
I'm sorry. So having
Better,
being
thank
this
you.
size is obviously brand new to all of us. It's going to be a lot and a huge learning curve, not only for you guys, but for us having to manage all this. So we do hope you guys are patient with us over the next couple of weeks while we try to sort out any issues. Horner and I, mostly Horner, spent the last hour and a bit going through and trying to do as much of the back-end admin with you guys as we could to make sure everyone was set up with their tags and everything they're going to need. Not all of it's done. Some of it was going to get passed down to the platoons and the sections. Just be patient if you notice something that isn't what it's supposed to be, like a missed TeamSpeak tag or a uniform that doesn't get 100% fixed tomorrow when I push out an update. Just be patient, pass it up through your section or on the tailor shop if it's relevant to that, and just be calm with it. It's like I said, there's a lot of you. Like there was 50 plus people here at this event. We have like 60 active members. It's very hard for us to keep track of absolutely everybody. So just be patient with us and continue to do the Lord's work. You guys have been doing really well. Tomorrow will be a huge company training, our last big one before we go into another campaign. And then we'll be doing D-Day for a number of weeks, PvP at the end, and then on some other stuff, so we're kind of talking about a bit today. Other than that, very bien, good job. Order any last words of wisdom?
Not fair. No.
No, okay. Barton or Burger, and or Burger.
Nothing from me.
Any other senior NCOs? Anyone have any super important things they need to say right now? Well guys, thank you for coming, thank you especially for staying after this. I think this was really important, just so we recognize that, as Barton said, this is a video game. But we can still take time to remember those that actually did some really incredible things. Alright, so you guys are... You can dismiss casually here just because we're doing stuff like this. But thank you for coming and we'll see you all tomorrow. Good battle.
You guys good go.
Number 5 platoon,
Just
dismissed.
about turn. Just walk off.
Number 5 platoon, dismissed.
About face. About turn, about face, yeah. Not me, 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 not me.